Towering above the clouds, Mount Everest stands as a testament to nature's grandeur. It is a place of extremes, where the air is thin and the slopes are treacherous. Everest is more than just a mountain, it is an icon, a symbol of human ambition. Its allure is undeniable, drawing adventurers and dreamers alike. Climbers from all corners of the globe are captivated by the challenge it presents. The history of Mount Everest is one of daring expeditions and triumphant victories. It is a story of human resilience in the face of unimaginable challenges. Everest is a place where legends are made and dreams are tested. Known as Chomolungma, meaning Goddess Mother of the World in Tibetan, Everest holds a deeply spiritual significance for the local people. The Sherpa people, who have lived in the shadow of the mountain for generations, revere it as a sacred entity. Their lives are intricately intertwined with the rhythms of the mountain, their culture shaped by its presence. For centuries, the Sherpas have served as guides and companions to climbers, their knowledge of the mountain proving invaluable. Their strength, resilience, and deep respect for the mountain have made them indispensable partners in countless expeditions. Their stories are woven into the fabric of Everest's history, their courage and sacrifices forever etched in the annals of mountaineering. The Sherpa people's connection to Everest extends beyond the physical realm. They believe the mountain to be inhabited by deities and spirits, and their rituals and traditions reflect this deep-seated reverence. Before embarking on an expedition, climbers often participate in a puja ceremony, a sacred ritual seeking blessings and safe passage from the mountain gods. This spiritual dimension adds another layer of complexity to the allure of Everest. It is not just a physical challenge, but a journey into a world where ancient beliefs and modern aspirations converge. The mountain becomes a bridge between cultures, a testament to the power of human connection and shared experience. The early attempts to climb Everest were shrouded in mystery and fueled by a thirst for exploration. In the 1920s, British expeditions ventured into the unknown, driven by a desire to conquer the world's highest peak. These early pioneers faced unimaginable hardships, battling extreme weather conditions, treacherous terrain, and the limitations of their time. Their stories, often marked by both triumph and tragedy, captured the imagination of the world. They laid the groundwork for future generations of climbers, their successes and failures serving as valuable lessons. The quest to summit Everest became a symbol of human ambition, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. Among these early adventurers were George Mallory and Andrew Irvine, who disappeared during their 1924 attempt, their fate remaining one of the greatest mysteries in mountaineering history. Did they reach the summit, only to perish on the descent? The question has haunted climbers and historians for decades, adding to the allure and intrigue surrounding Everest. Their story, shrouded in uncertainty, serves as a reminder of the unforgiving nature of the mountain and the risks inherent in pursuing such a challenging goal. It is a tale of courage, determination, and the enduring power of the human spirit in the face of the unknown. It is this very mystery, this blend of triumph and tragedy, that continues to draw people to Everest, seeking to etch their own names into the mountain's legend. The 1920s marked the dawn of a new era in mountaineering, with Mount Everest as its ultimate prize. The British, driven by their imperial ambitions and a thirst for exploration, launched a series of expeditions to conquer the world's highest peak. These early attempts were not merely about planting a flag on the summit, they were about pushing the limits of human endurance and unraveling the mysteries of the Himalayas. The expeditions were massive undertakings, involving hundreds of porters, tons of equipment, and months of arduous trekking through treacherous terrain. The climbers faced extreme weather conditions, avalanches, altitude sickness, and the constant threat of death. Yet they persevered, driven by a spirit of adventure and a belief in the power of human endeavor. The 1922 British expedition, led by Charles Bruce and George Mallory, made significant progress, reaching an unprecedented height of 8,320 meters, or 27,300 feet, without supplemental oxygen. This was a remarkable feat at the time, demonstrating the resilience of the human body and the determination of these early explorers. However, tragedy struck on the descent when 7 Sherpa porters were killed in an avalanche. This disaster highlighted the inherent dangers of climbing Everest and cast a shadow over the expedition's achievements. It was a stark reminder that the mountain demanded respect and that even the most meticulous planning could not guarantee safety in the face of nature's fury. The 1924 British expedition, again featuring George Mallory, along with his young climbing partner Andrew Irvine, aimed to finally conquer the summit of Everest. Mallory, a seasoned climber with 2 previous Everest expeditions under his belt, was determined to succeed. Irvine, an Oxford graduate with a passion for mountaineering and a natural aptitude for technical climbing, was eager to prove himself. Their journey was fraught with challenges, from treacherous icefalls to avalanches that threatened to wipe out their carefully established camps. Despite these setbacks, Mallory and Irvine remained resolute, pushing higher and higher into the death zone, where the air is thin and the human body begins to shut down. On June 8, 1924, Mallory and Irvine set out from their high camp at 8,168 meters, or 26,800 feet, aiming for the summit. They were last spotted by geologist Noel Odell, who, through a break in the clouds, observed their figures silhouetted against the snow, still moving upward. That was the last confirmed sighting of the 2 climbers. Their disappearance sparked one of the greatest mysteries in mountaineering history. Did they reach the summit of Everest, only to perish on the descent? The question has haunted climbers, historians, and adventurers for decades, fueling speculation and numerous expeditions to uncover the truth behind their final moments. The mystery surrounding Mallory and Irvine's disappearance on Everest has captivated the world for almost a century. The lack of definitive evidence has fueled countless theories, ranging from exhaustion and falls to equipment failure and the unforgiving forces of nature. Some believe that Mallory, driven by his burning desire to reach the summit, might have taken unnecessary risks, leading to a fatal error. Others speculate that Irvine, despite his climbing prowess, may have lacked the experience to navigate the treacherous terrain at such high altitude. The discovery of Mallory's body in 1999, remarkably well preserved by the extreme cold and high altitude, provided some clues but no definitive answers. The absence of Irvine's body and the missing camera, which might have held photographic evidence of a summit attempt, further fueled the debate. The mystery of Mallory and Irvine serves as a poignant reminder of the unforgiving nature of Everest and the allure of the unknown. It is a testament to the enduring power of human ambition and the enduring mystery of those who dared to challenge the limits of human endeavor. Despite the tragedy of Mallory and Irvine, the early British expeditions laid the groundwork for future generations of climbers. They pioneered climbing techniques, established routes, and most importantly, ignited a global fascination with conquering the world's highest peak. The expeditions also highlighted the crucial role of the Sherpa people, whose knowledge of the mountain, strength, and resilience were indispensable to the climbers' success. The Sherpas became integral partners in these expeditions, their courage and sacrifices forever etched in the annals of mountaineering history. The early attempts on Everest, though ultimately unsuccessful in reaching the summit, were monumental achievements in their own right. They demonstrated the limits of human endurance, the importance of meticulous planning, and the unwavering spirit of exploration that drives humanity to push beyond the boundaries of the known world. These early expeditions, with their triumphs and tragedies, laid the foundation for the successful ascent of Everest in 1953, ushering in a new era of mountaineering and cementing Everest's status as the ultimate prize for climbers worldwide. The allure of Mount Everest lies not just in its physical challenge, but also in the enduring mystery that surrounds it. The mountain's history is filled with untold stories, lost expeditions, and unanswered questions that continue to fascinate and inspire. The disappearance of Mallory and Irvine is just one of many unsolved mysteries that captivate climbers and adventurers. Each expedition that ventures onto Everest's slopes adds another chapter to its rich and often tragic history, leaving behind traces of human ambition and the enduring power of the mountains. The mountain's allure extends beyond the realm of experienced climbers. Its image has become an icon, a symbol of human aspiration and the pursuit of the extraordinary. It represents the desire to test our limits, to confront the unknown, and to leave our mark on the world. Even today, as technology advances and our understanding of the mountain grows, Everest retains its mystique. It remains a place of wonder, a formidable challenge, and a poignant reminder of the power and unpredictability of the natural world. The lure of the unknown, the desire to unravel its mysteries, and the challenge of standing on its summit will continue to draw adventurers to its slopes for generations to come. Following the Second World War, a renewed sense of determination swept the globe, and with it, the desire to conquer Mount Everest resurfaced. The stage was set for a groundbreaking expedition. The 1953 British Mount Everest expedition, led by Colonel John Hunt, was meticulously planned. Among them were Edmund Hillary, a beekeeper from New Zealand, and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa mountaineer. Advances in equipment and a deeper understanding of high-altitude climbing provided a crucial edge. The spirit of camaraderie and teamwork permeated the expedition. The Sherpa team, led by Tenzing Norgay, played a vital role. They forged a bond of mutual respect and friendship. Edmund Hillary, a man of quiet determination, brought his extensive mountaineering experience to the expedition. He honed his skills on the challenging peaks of New Zealand. Tenzing Norgay, born in the shadow of Everest, possessed an innate connection to the Himalayas. He earned a reputation for his strength, resilience, and loyalty. Their partnership was one of mutual respect and shared ambition. They relied on their combined skills to overcome formidable obstacles. Their bond strengthened with each step closer to the summit. Their partnership was a testament to the power of human connection. Triumph at the top of the world. Hillary and Tenzing, with their Sherpa team, established higher camps, inching closer to the summit. They navigated icefalls, traversed ridges, and battled altitude effects. Camp 9 was established at 8,504 meters. On May 29, 1953, they emerged, ready for the summit. The weather was clear, a good omen. They donned oxygen masks, adjusted crampons, and roped together. Ahead lay the southeast ridge, the final obstacle. Step by step, they ascended the steep slopes. Finally, at 11:30 a.m., they reached the summit. They had done it. A moment etched in history. Standing on the summit of Mount Everest, Hillary and Tenzing embraced, their faces flushed with exhaustion and exhilaration. They spent 15 minutes on the top of the world, soaking in the breathtaking panorama and the magnitude of their accomplishment. Hillary took photographs while Tenzing, a devout Buddhist, buried a small offering of food in the snow as a gesture of gratitude to the mountain gods. Section 5. Legacy of the First Ascent. The first ascent of Mount Everest in 1953 left an indelible mark on the world, inspiring generations of climbers and adventurers. Hillary and Tenzing became global icons, their names synonymous with courage, determination, and the pursuit of the extraordinary. The expedition also highlighted the vital role of the Sherpa people in Himalayan mountaineering, solidifying their reputation as skilled climbers and indispensable partners in high-altitude expeditions. The successful ascent of Everest in 1953 ushered in a new era of mountaineering. Climbers were no longer content with simply reaching the summit. They sought to push the limits of human endurance and redefine what was possible on the world's highest peak. Among these pioneers were climbers like Reinhold Messner, who revolutionized the sport with his minimalist approach. Messner, along with his Austrian climbing partner Peter Habler, achieved the unthinkable in 1978 when they became the first to summit Everest without supplemental oxygen. This new generation of climbers brought with them a deep respect for the mountain and a commitment to minimizing their impact on the fragile environment. Reinhold Messner, a name synonymous with mountaineering excellence, became a legend in his own time. His ascent of Everest without supplemental oxygen in 1978 was a groundbreaking achievement, challenging long-held beliefs about the limits of human endurance at high altitude. Messner's achievements extended beyond Everest, becoming the first climber to summit all 14 of the world's 8,000-meter peaks. The use of supplemental oxygen on Everest has been a subject of ongoing debate within the climbing community. Proponents argue that it increases safety margins, while opponents contend that using oxygen detracts from the purity of the climbing experience. Ultimately, it is a matter of individual conscience, weighing the benefits of increased safety against the desire for a pure and authentic climbing experience. Despite advances in equipment and a deeper understanding of the challenges posed by high-altitude climbing, Everest remains a formidable and unforgiving mountain. Its history is replete with tales of both triumph and tragedy. a testament to the allure and inherent risks of venturing into such extreme environments. For every successful summit, there have been countless stories of climbers who have succumbed to the mountain's perils, yet despite the risks, climbers continue to be drawn to Everest, driven by a thirst for adventure and the allure of standing on the roof of the world. The 1996 Everest disaster stands as a stark reminder of the mountain's unforgiving nature and the perils that await those who dare to climb its slopes. On May 10, 1996, several expeditions converged on the southeast ridge, all aiming for the summit. However, a series of seemingly minor delays and miscalculations would have catastrophic consequences. By the time the storm's fury was unleashed, many climbers were still high on the mountain, their descent routes now shrouded in blinding snow and buffeted by hurricane-force winds. John Krakauer, a journalist and experienced climber, was on assignment for Outside magazine, documenting the commercialization of Everest. His first-hand account of the disaster, Into Thin Air, published in 1997, quickly became a bestseller, captivating readers with its gripping narrative. Krakauer's book provided a harrowing glimpse into the events of that day, detailing the chaos, confusion, and acts of both extraordinary courage and questionable judgment. Into Thin Air sparked widespread debate about the commercialization of Everest and the ethical considerations surrounding high-altitude mountaineering. The 1996 Everest disaster exacted a heavy toll, claiming the lives of 8 climbers, including experienced guides and passionate individuals pursuing their dreams. Their stories serve as a poignant reminder of the human cost of ambition and the fragility of life in the face of nature's fury. Their tragic deaths serve as a solemn reminder that the mountains demand respect and that even with the best preparation and equipment, there are no guarantees of safe passage on Everest. The 1996 Everest disaster ignited a firestorm of debate about the ethics of high-altitude mountaineering, prompting a reassessment of safety protocols and guiding practices. Critics argued that the commercialization of Everest had led to a decline in safety standards, as inexperienced climbers were being guided up the mountain with inadequate training and preparation. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Nepalese and Chinese governments implemented new regulations aimed at improving safety and reducing overcrowding. While the 1996 disaster led to some positive changes, the ethical dilemmas surrounding high-altitude mountaineering persist. Mount Everest, the highest point on Earth, continues to cast a long shadow over the human psyche, a testament to our enduring fascination with adventure and exploration. Its allure is timeless, drawing climbers from all corners of the globe, each seeking to etch their own names into the mountain's rich and often tragic history. Everest's legacy extends beyond the realm of mountaineering, becoming a metaphor for life's challenges and a symbol of human ambition. For those who have stood on its summit, the experience is often life-changing, offering a profound sense of accomplishment and a newfound appreciation for the power and beauty of the natural world. As we look to the future of Everest, we face the challenge of balancing our desire to experience its wonders with the responsibility of preserving its beauty for future generations. The increasing popularity of Everest expeditions has raised concerns about overcrowding and environmental impact. The 1996 Everest disaster sparked introspection within the climbing community, leading to stricter safety regulations and increased environmental awareness. The future of Everest lies in our collective ability to approach the mountain with respect and responsibility. Supporting sustainable tourism and responsible climbing ethics is crucial. The true rewards of mountaineering lie in preserving the mountains we love. By embracing collaboration and respect, Everest will continue to inspire generations to come.